Before we get started, I just want to say, excuse me and my voice, and editor, excuse me for coughing quite a bit. I am sick. Again. To whose surprise? To whose surprise? Splatoon. Probably my favorite game of all time. Ever since I saw the commercial in 2015, you know the one. I begged my parents to get the game for me. I was on my hands and okay, not on my hands and knees, but I was begging for them to get me this game, and they did. And the moment I popped it into my Wii U, I loved it. Even if I was a crybaby back in the early days of Splatoon, there was something about it that kept bringing me back. Not only is it fun, but it's also the most unique shooter game I've ever seen, and it kept me around for 10 years. Now, I get why people are hesitant to try the game at first. It's seen as childish thanks to its colorful and cartoony art style, and people would rather play other, more grown-up games. I mean, it was even advertised like a kid's game in its earlier ads. Alright, I'll stop with that. But Splatoon is way more than just Call of Duty with paint. First off, let's talk about the mechanics of Splatoon. The paint you shoot on the ground isn't just for show. You can swim in it, and swimming is way faster than walking. Already, this allows for the matches to be short and fast-paced, but we're not done yet. You can also super jump to teammates, allowing you to get into the action in seconds, with a bit of vulnerability. Splatoon 3 adds even more mechanics, allowing you to squid roll and squid surge. Even though sub-strafing and just mashing the B button is better in most cases. All of these mechanics allow the game to feel a lot faster. Now, I haven't played many other shooter games, but one game that I did play was Team Fortress 2. And in that game, I would feel bored walking all the way back to mid after being defeated. On the rare times I did get defeated because I was just so great at the game. Splatoon's mechanics eliminate all this waste of time, so the match's action keeps its constant fast pacing. Except, of course, the extra time that you do get when you wipe out the enemy team, but during that time, you should be charging your specials, so you're really not doing nothing. Plus, the enemy team can get back into the action just as fast as yours. Splatoon is fast, and it could be stressful to new players, I get that, but the game eases you into it. Eventually, you'll get used to its fast matches, and it's really fun, even if you lose. Now, speaking of losing, I know nobody wants to speak of that, but yes. Sometimes, let's admit it, you're the one who's selling the team. But most of the time, it's your teammates. Bad randoms are the #1 enemy to your rank pushes in pretty much any game. They're bigger threats to your victory than even the enemies. Splatoon, of course, is no exception. And inexperienced Splatoon players will typically complain the most about this because Splatoon has what is probably the worst communication features ever. No communication. Well, almost no communication. Splatoon has only 3 signals that you can use. This way, which is replaced with ouch when splatted, and booyah. Most people don't know how to use these buttons, but believe it or not, these signals can make a big difference when used right. Check out this clip. You saw what happened there, right? I, Aaron, who was by the Rainmaker checkpoint, signaled this way after noticing the coast clear, and Banana Milk, who was carrying the Rainmaker, followed the signal and was able to secure the checkpoint before the enemies respawned. Using the signal let Banana Milk know that it was safe to push up, providing them with very useful information without having to check the map or the bar at the top of the screen. However, these signals can't say everything. The players have to trust on their own skills to win. A pro Splatoon player pays attention to all the little details of the game. They look at the top to see what weapons are threatening them, they look at the map to look for any speed beacons, and they are always aware of where the enemies are and what they're up to. And yes, this does seem like a lot, but it typically comes naturally after getting some experience with the game. An analogy I like to use when thinking of a Splatoon team is an octopus. Each player is its own little leg, moving on its own, but silently working together with the other legs to move the octopus that is the team. So if you want to get better at Splatoon, stop spamming ouch and start paying attention to the game. Trust me, you'll see improvement fast. Also, the lack of communication allows the game to be more positive and accessible. These signals are translated into many different languages, so anyone from anywhere can play without language barriers getting in the way. And, most importantly, in Splatoon, you can't cuss out your bad teammates, you can't throw a thumbs down pin at them, and you can't send them a friend request and bully them in a private lobby. Yes, Putz12, yelling at your TV does nothing. The lack of communication in Splatoon not only protects its younger players, but it also encourages a positive atmosphere. Let's look at the signals again. Notice how there aren't any negative signals. Well, I guess you could consider ouch negative, but it's more of a warning. Now, unless your teammates somehow find a way to make Booyah toxic, like what Brawl Stars did with Kudos, then maybe Splatoon could come with some negativity. But Splatoon's community isn't like that. Splatoon's community is probably one of the most positive communities of any shooter game, or any game in general. If you've ever interacted with anyone in the Splatoon fandom, you'd know they're very friendly and welcoming. And Splatoon itself even encourages their community to interact in a friendly way in Plaza posts and Splatfest. You can post pretty much anything in the Plaza, and people can like your post by pressing fresh. Again, notice how there's no dislike button, so you can't spread negativity. And during Splatfest, the community goes all out, as if it's an actual event. They share their opinions through the Plaza posts, and they compete in a friendly way for their favorite teams. And no matter who wins, the community stays positive, even if people do complain. Although they usually do it just for fun and jokes. The game promotes a positive and friendly community that can safely share jokes, memes, and art. And while if you were to tell someone that you're a Splatoon fan, they'd go, oh, okay, yeah, that game. They just don't get it. They don't understand how amazing and unique this community is. It's amazing to me that a fun little squid game with limited communication could have such an active community, but it makes sense when you really look at it. Its fast-paced, engaging gameplay, its unique form of teamwork, and its friendly and active community not only make being a part of Splatoon's community fun, but it could keep you engaged for years. Well, it did, at least for me. I know most of the audience of videos like these are just people who want to listen to someone yap about their favorite game. And trust me, I do that too. I'm one of you. But if you're here and you haven't tried Splatoon and you're into shooter games, I recommend giving Splatoon a try. Either way, that's all I have for this video. With that, stay fresh, and I'll see you.